Welcome to Anchored at Harbor Park CrossFit, a show dedicated to helping you find enrichment for the other 23 hours of your day outside of the gym. Here's your hosts, Jason, Dave, and Corian.
Hey everyone, welcome to Anchored at Harbor Park CrossFit, the podcast show. If you enjoy our episodes, please give us a like and a share and let someone you know so that they can also listen to this show. Doing so helps us get higher ratings on iTunes so that we can also impact more people's lives. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Now on with the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 64. We're going to be talking about some updates coming up, quarter 3 updates, events, that good stuff. But before, I have a question for the three of us. Oh, we forgot our intros. I'm Coach Jason, by the way.
I'm Coach Dave.
Coach Corian, I was going to remind you.
And my question for you guys was, what was your favorite test week workout?
Ooh. Honestly, I would have to say Tuesday with the row double under run because it wasn't a full triple three. So mentally I was like, oh, this is a lot. I can push harder because I didn't have as much to go. So I really like that. Obviously, I love the Snatch Complex because I had a new PR and that was awesome. You know what? I'm going to just say the whole week because I don't get to jump into classes very much as I would like to. And being able to be in class, be with my nooners, be with some other people all week really kind of helped me enjoy it much more than training alone.
I liked the burpee clean one and wall balls. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It hurt, but I liked it.
My favorite was also the snatch because I haven't done a lot of snatch since my injury, and it's always been my favorite lift. I had a goal in mind, which was 185 pounds, and then as I started working up, I was like, oh man, no way. I'm just not feeling very strong today. And then just chipped away 10 pounds at a time and eventually got up there and hit it. So I was very happy with that.
That's awesome. That was a fun day to coach. That was a fun day to be around. I enjoyed it. That was the only day I didn't do class, but me and Blair got to work out together, and so that was fun.
Yeah, it was. Well, we're just going to roll right into our test week recap. It was a little bit different than the one we did in October. We only had 5 workouts. Instead of October, we had 7 or 8. And they were all equally weighted, so they're all worth 200 points. But I thought it was a very good, well-rounded representation of general fitness and what we're going for at the gym here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that everybody got to test some different things. I was excited to see people coming in very regularly, even on the ones that they didn't really want to do. Like, some people were nervous with the mystery workout, but they always are. And some people said they almost didn't come in with the burpee one, but they're like, I'm just going to do it. And I love that.
Yeah, and then obviously we had the running one, and we had like a 20-person class in Kenosha on a running day, which was kind of nuts, but it was fun. And then everyone loved the snatch. Saturday was packed for Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was a very difficult workout.
I'm pretty sure that's why my shoulders and my front delt hurts right now. It's all fun.
My
I'm
elbows
super
are
sore.
My elbows are on fire right now. And I was hurting when we were moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great week. I think I had a couple questions, and Jay, maybe you can answer it. Some of the athletes were asking, members in the gym, they were asking why we didn't do more of the same workouts. And obviously I explained it to them, but if somebody's listening and has that same question, why didn't we do all the same workouts as last test week?
We want to keep it fresh for you guys and keep it fun and dynamic. When we're testing fitness, if we do the same workout every single time, you kind of know what to expect and you can plan accordingly. So that's why we repeat a few of them. And we're always going for the same objective for each workout. I shouldn't say each workout, but we have the same general objectives for the workouts, and we kind of just change up how we're delivering the workout for those reasons. Keep it fresh and to make sure you can't be fully prepared.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I mean, if we did, like you said, the same thing all the time, eventually you're going to get to this point where there's no more improvement to be had if you are maybe at the top, or even just game plan it, amount of time that it takes you to do certain reps or certain things. But I think with the amount of benchmark workouts that are out there, it's not like we don't retest the same workouts regularly anyway.
Yeah, and like you said, it's also to keep it fresh and exciting. I mean, if you constantly do the same ones every year, you're like, oh, it's test week. It's like, oh, Fight Gone Bad's coming up. Or not to say that we won't ever test those again. It's just we wanted to switch it up, keep it fresh. Like you said, we can test endurance by doing a different style of workout, but we're still testing endurance, And I think the sprinkle in of a couple of those benchmarks that we did, I think we did 3 benchmarks with the total, Chelsea, and then there was triple two. Triple two is technically, that's what he called it. Triple double, yeah. It was a play on triple three, so it was cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, sorry.
Just, okay.
Questions-wise, I think.
Oh, questions. No, that was the main question I had, was a couple people just asked about that.
And then we'll be following up with you guys where I'm working on point breakdowns now and totaling everyone's scores up. So hopefully in a couple of days we'll have that all released.
Should be out by the time this episode comes out. We'll have it posted, I'm sure.
And we'll take them together.
Alrighty.
And I think we're pegging early or middle December for our next test week.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to kind of do test week because of the CrossFit Open keeps kind of changing, or did change this last year. So some of the timing that we may have done got shifted due to those. There's not normally a CrossFit Games in the fall, or Open in the fall, and now there is. So we don't want to kind of overshadow one or the other. I know that I was talking to a lot of different gym owners in the last couple weeks when we were at Brew City's competition and stuff, and they usually have their own in-house comp in the fall, and they're having to readjust what they're doing. And so I'm excited for the next test week, but.
So what can somebody do though? Like with test week, this is a way that you can test your fitness, test where you're weak at. And if somebody is having a hard time maybe with those gymnastics movements or pull-ups or certain things, like what do you guys suggest that person should be doing?
Well, first of all, they should assess what went well and what didn't go well. You might need a coach to help you with that. That's totally fine. That's what we're here for. So assess your workouts, figure out what held you back, and then kind of create a game plan on how you can improve those.
I'm going to put a step before that. Decide what you want. We do have a lot of members that come in here. Some prefer weightlifting and strength components, and they're okay with the cardio not being there or the running not being there as high. Or some others are the exact opposite. I know we've got our amazing run crew. They're all planning, or some of them are planning another marathon or half marathon in the fall. How does that coincide with your training? First, you have to decide what it is that you want. Then decide, how did things go? What went well? What didn't? That goes along with that game plan, and make, your assessment from there.
Yeah, and if you're having trouble with that, obviously set up your free goal session with one of us coaches. We would love to sit down with you, and then we can kind of help you with that. Going to plug the gymnastics seminar coming up. I know we're going to be talking about that in a second, but remember that's coming up the end of July.
Yeah.
And then also we do individualized programming. We love programming for people.
Yeah, there's so many tools and tips. It's just, what do you want? And then what's the best route for you?
Yep. Cool. So with that, we're going to roll into what we got coming up in the next couple months. So starting with, was it next week already?
Yeah.
We have 4th of July. So we're on the 4th of July, we're just going to have a 9 a.m. class at each location. We decided, since Murph was so big, we don't want to get too many people together again. We want the gyms to be together, but we want to be smart as well.
Yeah, and then something that did come up before the 4th of July is, unfortunately, the Racine police officer that was killed. And so we are doing a memorial workout this weekend, June 28th, right? Is it 28th this
Pulling
Saturday?
up the calendar. 29th.
29th.
So this will be released on June 28th.
Yes.
So if you're hearing it, it'll be tomorrow.
Yes. So Saturday, June 29th, 9 a.m., racing only. It is a memorial WOD for Officer Hetland, and we really encourage everybody to come. There's no fee. Wear blue. Please show your support for law enforcement and the community. And the Kenosha gym will be closed on Saturday, and both gyms are closed on Sunday.
Yeah, just remember that we do have a lot of members who are former law enforcement, and then obviously that's
Current law enforcement.
current law enforcement, former law enforcement who are retired, and then Corian and I also hold that part of us dear to us, even though we're not law enforcement anymore. But it's still hit home to us and kind of rocked our world a little bit too, because it's still our brothers and sisters out there. And we do want to say thank you to all the law enforcement out there who protected us and put their lives on the line. We know what you're going through, and you don't hear it very often, but thank you.
And then after that is that 4th of July holiday WOD, 9 a.m. at both gyms.
On Thursday, July 4th.
Yeah. I like July being on the 4th, or being on Thursday. Of course, it's on the 4th.
Yeah, it's going to be a long extra weekend for some
Yeah.
people.
And then Friday will be just open as normal. No change there.
Only change will be the rest day. We're moving Friday to our rest day. Most people are going to be kind of
Yeah.
struggle busting that one, I'm sure. But
It's going to be a long week with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Moving on, we got the Mountain Meltdown mountain race obstacle course. That's going to be July 13th, a Saturday. I believe we have a group team time start of 11:40.
11:40, yep, 11:40 a.m.
Dave, I know that you've gone through that a little bit more. Can you kind of detail what their options for the Mountain Meltdown are? Because I was looking at the website. They have where you can just run it. They have a gnarly division. They have teams. So just so people understand more so like what our group is doing, we don't necessarily have a team because I think teams are
It's 5 and more.
5.
They said they'll place us in a team closer, so I just have to email them.
I think that's a group starting, but
Yeah, we have a group
when I
start.
read it, it said the teams actually complete the workouts together as a team would, not as a group. So there's two different things. It sounds like there's groups that can run together and complete the workouts together. You can also sign up as a team and do partner workouts. We are signing up as a group,
Correct.
not a team.
Right. We're doing that, because to do the group, it was like you had to confirm and like a certain amount of people that had to be paid up front. So didn't know how many people were going to do it, but I did tell them, or they said that if we get the group and I email them beginning of July, and then we can figure out how many people are registered, they can throw us into a group to do
Okay,
it
great.
like that. So I'm just waiting for registrations to get up before July 1st, and then I will email them saying, hey, how many are we at? And if we're at, I think the minimum was 10. If we're at 10, then we can be put in a group, which I still haven't registered yet.
Do you know how many people are registered?
Not off the top of my head. I know quite a few people are doing it, though.
They've talked about it, but you guys haven't registered yet. So if you haven't, please get on that. I know that registration changes, fees change. I know that there's a limited amount if you do want to do the gnarly version where you get the vest and the weight in it as well. They only have so many of that allotted for each location that they're doing this event. I do not know if you can bring your own weighted vest.
They didn't say.
They did. I looked at all the frequently asked questions. There was
I
not.
think they would stop you if you did.
I wouldn't wear my vest out there.
I wouldn't because I don't know if it doesn't look muddy.
It could be if it rains.
True. But there is a limit. So if you do want to sign up for that option where you get the vest and wear the vest during the workouts, you definitely need to sign up now versus later.
I do think it's only like $20 extra you get the vest, and then you get to keep it. So if you're looking for a weighted vest, might as well.
Excuse me. Yeah, you can keep the vest and or keep the carrier or the actual weight plates inside. They're broken down into different purchases. So
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for that one because we've done Tough Mudders, and it's kind of where I started like figuring out that I liked fitness is from Tough Mudder. And then we've done some other things. And then last year as a group we did it. So it's kind of just another one. And like Jason, like you said, doing the same things every year, sometimes it's not as intriguing, even though Tough Mudder changes their obstacles. For the most part, some of them are pretty much the same. And so I know last year I really enjoyed it. I loved our group that went, but I'm definitely ready for something new and exciting.
And this one's unique in the sense that it's created by CrossFitters.
Yeah.
Chris Spieler, who organizes it, he's been one of the best CrossFitters, has a fantastic gym in Utah for a very long time now. So there's some CrossFit specific components that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. So instead of like, log carry, whatever they did in Tough Mudder, or jump in this freezing cold water, this one's going to be more like, okay, you get to the obstacle, and the obstacle's a workout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've released them all.
They'll have like obstacles and then the workouts.
Right.
So they'll have a mix of both.
It's kind of cool. I like it.
I'm pumped. Jason, is Coley going to join us?
No, she has family things that day.
Oh, darn. Maybe next time. Sweet. What else we got going on? July is a busy month.
We have a gymnastics seminar on Saturday the 28th.
Sunday
the 28th?
Yeah,
Yes.
it'll actually be Sunday this time.
Because Dave forgot it's my birthday. And he had the 28th stuck in his head instead of...
Can't imagine why I had it stuck in my head.
I mean, I can't really blame him. So him and Rachel will be doing the gymnastics seminar while I sit at home and have pancakes. Yay.
Yeah, so starting at, once the gym is closed, Rachel and I plan on starting with, it's going to be like a two-parter, so your ticket gets you the whole thing, and you can choose which part you want to go to. You can come to the whole thing, you can come to the beginner part, or you can come to just the advanced part, or you can come to the entire thing. But it'll be about 4 hours long with a little bit 20-minute break in between it. But we're going to start with like why we do certain progressions, like what is the reason behind them, give you some more progressions that you can work on your own if you're looking to get that first pull-up, and like what specific muscle groups you should target for yourself, because everybody's a little differently and weak in certain areas. And then we'll be going on to more advanced stuff such as kipping. And even if you have kipping, we suggest you go through it because we're going to be talking about how to be more efficient in them, because, like not breaking at the knees and keeping good positions in the hollow and hypers. And then we'll move on to potentially trying to get up to chest to bars and bar muscle ups if we have time.
Yeah, that's what me and Rachel talked about, because even though I have chest to bars, the way that I do them are very fatiguing on my triceps and my lats. So when you put them in there, and then I have other activities that use the same thing, such as rope climbs or ring muscle ups or handstand walking, like I'm just so fatigued. So again, having things is great. Being more efficient at them is better.
Yeah, and I had somebody ask me, hey, do you think I'm ready for a seminar? And I said, any tools that you can put in your toolbox to learn from, you might as well do it. Like, you can always learn something, because this is like a dedicated time that you can spend on this one movement. We might spend 10 minutes in a class, and then we go into workout, but sometimes we don't have this time. So you have about 4 hours that you can at least learn something, and listen, and maybe you'll get your first, maybe you won't, but it's at least something you can use. So with Rachel's 12 years of gymnastics experience and coaching, and then my experience of obviously being a coach and then going through Carl Paoli's gymnastics seminar, and also Dave Durante's, I'm excited to bring this knowledge to them.
Yeah, more power is never bad, or more knowledge is never a bad thing.
Knowledge is power. So we good there.
So if you're interested in registering for that one, you can get a hold of a coach. We sell it in MindBody. So
Do we know how many spots are left? Because there's 30, and I know it started flying off the shelf when we first released
I
it.
think there's like 12 people registered right now. So we're only allowing 30 people.
Halfway done, and this is not just an in-house seminar, guys, so people from other gyms can come, and so it's going to fill up. Make sure to get your spot.
Moving on to August, we're going to have our anniversary party. Whoop, whoop. We've historically done the Kingfish for this party. We are going to change it this year, though. I think we kind of just grew stale of that.
Plus, Diane Stu just had a great idea, and I just really love it. So this comes from them. Thank you guys very much. Do you know what it is, Jay?
Yeah, scavenger hunt?
Yeah.
I was expecting you to explain it. That's why I went quiet.
Are you going to explain it?
I don't care who explains it. I was just wondering if you guys all knew. So scavenger hunt is from Diane Stew. They had done this, I think, in a group of friends up in Milwaukee. So it's going to be an outdoor thing. So August should be warm at some point, guys. Summer hopefully is here now to stay. So we will be conducting a scavenger hunt. You will make teams. Do we know how many people are going to be on a team?
We said minimum 2, max 4.
Okay. So a little bit smaller, intimate teams, and we're going to have a scavenger hunt around the cities for you guys.
Yeah, I think the goal is it's going to be geared at certain things around the gym, obviously, with some other fun stuff in there. And then starting in Kenosha, and then it'll end in Racine to kind of cultivate everything coming together. I think we're going to go like 2 to 3 hours.
Race a lot.
Some food afterwards and kind of grill out early in the afternoon, and then end it kind of early in the afternoon as well. So a couple hours.
Because we old now and I don't like to hang out late.
So it'll be fun. I'm really excited. It's just something different and something fun to do.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. This is going to be going around, like you said, both cities. So it's going to get us outdoors. It's going to get us moving. And then we're just going to learn some cool stuff. I know that you guys have listened to a lot of our podcasts, and we've talked about our history, where we've come from, where we've started. We have a lot of good little tidbits. So hopefully you guys have listened well and remember them and retain them for the scavenger hunt.
And then obviously as we get closer, we'll get more details out to you guys. Then moving into September, obviously we're going to have a Labor Day workout, just like our 4th of July workout. It's going to be probably 9 a.m. at one or both. I think both locations again. So that's first Monday of September. And then we decide middle of the month?
For Shipwreck?
For Shipwreck?
28th.
28th.
So end of the month for the Shipwreck. Is that our fourth
Yeah.
Shipwreck?
Yeah, this will be our 4th year. The Shipwreck 4.
So I think if you are interested in the Shipwreck, it's going to be, or it's open for registration now. There's a big early bird special going on. So if you want to do that, get signed up.
Yeah, that goes till August 15th, and it jumps up pretty heavy. So we kind of released that to get you guys on board early, because it always helps us assess and plan. And the reason why we dropped that price a little earlier was because we want to create that prize pool. So that way I can start figuring out, obviously, the prize pool for first place, men's and women's division. RX, we'll have a prize pool for that, and I wanted to kind of showcase that as people start registering. So if you're a last-minute register, please don't do that to me so I can start planning prizes. We always have really cool prizes. Our vendors are awesome at donating.
Yeah, so a couple things that we want to talk about with the Shipwreck versus Nautical Mile. Most of you guys participated in the Nautical Mile or came and supported your friends participating in Nautical Mile, which was amazing. Nautical Mile is geared more in-house. Shipwrecked is anybody can join competition. So these will be people from other gyms as well. So us owners will be kind of stepping back and making sure that everything runs smoothly and that we oversee everything. We're going to need lots of support for front desk, judging, equipment change out. And I think there's some new things that we're adding this year that we just talked about, if anybody wants to release that little tidbit.
Yeah, so this year we're going to do, we have a pretty big push with masters and teens in our gym. So I've had a few people approach me on that. So we are going to do individual men, individual women, also RX and scaled, and then a teen division and masters division. So the teen will be 13 to 17 years of age, and then the masters will be 40 plus.
Yeah. Exciting. I'm excited for this. I think that we have a lot of people, like you said, that have asked about that. Our gym is generally older. I say older as I'm about to be 33. But I think just hitting those different dynamics is going to be fun, and kind of splitting it up and getting more people to come and hang out and maybe see where they are in their division specifically. I love Shipwrecked. I think it's a great time. I think fall usually goes really well for us. with temperatures and everything else. So
Yeah, we do have some cool WODs planned. Obviously, we're going to try to release them as we go, make them a little bit, release them ahead of time because I know everybody likes to see that stuff. And then we do have some cool things planned, maybe bring in some outdoor aspects of it. So
always improving every year. So I know you guys have done some diligent work going over the programming and the workouts already, so I'm excited to get those released. So
and
those
then,
are all
just like you mentioned, we will need, if you're not going to register for the competition, we're going to need some help. So if you want to help and just see it, we'd truly appreciate it. But that sign up will be coming out soon.
Yeah. So that's all our events coming up for these next couple months, right? We talked about everything in July, August, September. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Cool.
Cool. So we're going to talk about now just some very, very small programming updates. Nothing to our main programming. That's all going to stay the same for the everyday workout of the day kind of thing. We're going to adjust our extra tracks slightly. So instead of having multiple extra, so like the Ninja and Juggernaut in the same day, we're going to spread those out, so you're just going to have one extra workout every day. It might be Ninja, it might be Juggernaut, it might be Alpha, but it won't be multiple in a day. The reason for that is we want, instead of just giving you more workouts at less quality, we're going to give you higher quality, less quantity. So it'll basically be like today's extra work or extra credit.
Yeah, with specific rep schemes and stuff like that built in.
And everything all goes together the same, so it'll be based off of our daily programming so that we're not overusing or training too much in one domain.
And then so there'll be some new, specifically like strength cycles starting the week of 7/1, so the Monday after this episode releases. And then we don't have an exact date on when this will be released, but at some point here, we are going to start selling our programming online. Again, this is very early, but just so when it comes out, you guys understand what's going on. Probably going to do a separate SugarWOD track, just so our members know it's going to be the exact same workouts that we're doing in class. It's just going to be packaged for anyone who does not come to our gym that wants to do our training.
Yeah, so like my brother who's down in St. Thomas, he likes to follow what we do a lot. So we want to be able to see, there's so many different gyms that, don't program for themselves. They don't have the luxury of having 3 owners and a multiple team staff, or people who are unaffiliated or anything like that. So we just want to be able to provide training and things that other people could be doing too, and have that availability for them.
Mm-hmm. And we realized, we have followers now, specifically with this podcast, that are not just our members. They're actually all over the nation, which is pretty cool. So this will be a way to kind of tie them in a little bit more. And the reason why we're doing a separate SugarWOD is because we don't want them kind of diluting the community that we've made in person here.
Yeah, I think too, a lot of people don't realize that SugarWOD lets us create like a overall gym avatar. So that helps us when we are programming understand where we might be deficient as a gym, and making sure that we are staying on point and not overtraining in one area or under in another. So we don't want to have too many people in that category and dilute what it is that we're doing inside the gym for you guys.
Yeah, and we just don't want also, a bunch of names that you guys have never seen or heard in there. And I think the cost for those people will probably be like $30, $35 in that range. So if you have any friends or anything that might be interested, you can let them know when that comes out, and then they can follow along as well.
Yeah, and once we iron out some of the wrinkles, we'll have more details on that, obviously, but still in the planning process, me and Jason.
That also made me think about our Facebook group that we created, and it is called what, Dave?
The Health and Wellness Network by Harbor Park CrossFit.
Yeah. And do we want to talk about why we have that so that some of our members don't get confused about why there's 2 Facebook groups?
Yeah, I kind of explained this to some people, and then it was for the ambassadors. But basically, it's just for us to touch base with members or of our community who are looking maybe for fitness or motivation to get and don't necessarily have a group, but they can go in there, find some recipes, find certain like at-home workouts that we release, motivation. That way that, if they're already a follower of us but not necessarily a member, they get some value. It's just so we can touch more people's lives, and that's what we've set out to do. We said that we want to change people's lives and help people out there, so this is just part of it, because not everyone can get into our Harbor Park members page unless you're a member of Harbor Park, so that's basically why.
Yeah, so this other one, there's really no requirements to get into it. Nope. Anybody can be in it. So go ahead again, if some of your friends, family...
is the same stuff, though, that our members...
Yeah, but if you're... friends, family, or anybody at work, fellow employees, anything like that are looking for some help. I know that a lot of you guys have talked to me about your friends and family wanting to be a part of health and wellness, but maybe CrossFit is intimidating to them, or maybe they've had bad experience with prior nutritional coaches or health coaches of their own, because unfortunately not everybody has good experiences, and that's okay. But
even with other gyms.
Other gyms.
Experience from a different gym.
So this is a way for them to kind of get involved. We can help support each other and be in a safe, kind of environment and supportive environment without pushing too hard or feeling overwhelmed for them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a soft introduction to who we are and what we're about.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Just give them a little intro, taste of what we are.
And then people from around the world or around Wisconsin can hopefully just continue to support each other on this healthy lifestyle, because I definitely see society shifting, and it's going in a more wellness path than it has been in the last several years.
Yes.
Great. What else? Is there anything else you want to talk about, guys, before?
Yeah, the last thing that we didn't talk about was our golden ticket promo that coming up here. So there's going to be more details. I'm not going to give too much going on here because this is kind of a surprise for everyone.
Surprise!
But I'm working with Corrine and Stephanie on this. We kind of already planned it out, but it'll be released kind of early July. So the first couple weeks of July, you're going to hear about it, and what it is it's just something fun, something for you guys to go out and do and earn kind of these golden tickets, okay? So as I said, there will be more videos. I'm going to post about it, but you'll have ways that you can earn these golden tickets, and these golden tickets are, so we've done Buddy Week in the past. It went over pretty well. Lots of you bring your friends in because you want to share what you love, share the gym, but those friends kind of just trickle out. So we wanted to have it so that you can give them something a little bit more than just a week. So the golden ticket would be an opportunity to give your friends and family or whoever you want an opportunity to come in here if you win this golden ticket or you find it, so they can bring them in and enjoy fitness with you.
Let's not go into too many details. I want to leave some stuff to share for them later on how they earn it and what it gets for.
Oh, yeah, so. I didn't say nothing. I said you're not getting any of that. I just want to say what it is.
It'll be a fun little thing for you guys.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Jay?
I think that's all we got for quarter 3 is relatively quiet. I think quarter 4 is our big one.
Yeah, quarter 2 was a good one. I was excited. It was growth and rebirth for a lot of people. We've seen a lot of older members coming back, and that's exciting. We've seen a lot of you guys getting back into class. We hope that test week was awesome for you. And as always, like Jason said earlier, and Dave, if you want to talk about how test week went and some things that you are looking to improve on, make sure to get a hold of us. We're here.
Love it. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to share it with someone. Give us a rating on iTunes so more people can see it. And remember to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Stay classy, Harbor Park.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for listening to Anchored at Harbor Park CrossFit. If you would like further information about our programs, visit www.harborpark.com.